What's going on? Aaron Goldstein here. And in this video I want to talk about two business lessons that I learned from reading Donald Trump's books. I've read a handful of his books and a couple of them multiple times. And one of the great things about his books is, first of all, they're easy to read. Which is nice because, Donald Trump's a businessman. He knows a lot of technical terminology, but instead of saying it and trying to act all smart to where it could be kind of complicated, right? You can read it, you can absorb it very easily and fully understand what he's talking about. I started reading, I think the first book I read that he put out, or the first book that I read of his was about 8 years ago. So still kind of figuring everything out, right? And it was nice because I could read it, I got it, the principles were easy to get. And there's kind of a side lesson here is that it's important to learn from people that have what you want. So Donald Trump is a multi-billionaire. He has very successful businesses. So learning from him is a positive because he's actually preaching what he's teaching. There's a lot of books out there, guys, that I have unfortunately picked up that are from people. So there's business books out there written by people that are great authors, fantastic at writing, but have never started a business in their life. So they're going to talk about principles and stuff that's not really relevant. Some of the stuff just doesn't work at all because they're just going off of theory. So one of the great things about Donald Trump is he has experience in the field he's teaching in. So let me go ahead and give you these two lessons that I learned from reading his books. And the first lesson is that Donald Trump has a fantastic work ethic. He talks about how he goes to sleep, he sleeps for a few hours, and then he wakes up and he's working for 15 hours straight. And then boom, he's sleeping, and then up again, he's working. He goes, so it's easy for me to be ahead of everyone because there'll be people out there and they'll be working 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week. They might be working 50, 60 hours a week, and then they go on a vacation for 2 weeks. Or they start to have some success and they slow down, right? It's kind of tempting that once you start making, if you start making, really good money to slow down a little bit, to start traveling a lot. Donald Trump doesn't do that, and he has an advantage over everyone else because where everyone else is slowing down or taking it easy, he's moving full steam ahead. He's moving at 100 miles an hour. He's grinding 15 plus hours a day, every single day, forever and ever and ever and ever. And that's one of the main reasons why he got to where he is today, because he just kept going. He didn't stop. He didn't slow down. He didn't take any time off. He actually talks about the way he took some time off, and it actually hurt him because he started going to, I think it was pageant shows, like pageant shows in Europe. He talks about to where, like Miss Universe contests or something where there's cute girls walking on the stage. I forget which one it was, but he talks about how he started going to those. He started slacking and his business suffered. That obviously doesn't mean that you shouldn't enjoy yourself, but there are certain times where you just got to grind to get to where you want to go. So the first lesson was you work hard and you put in the time. He goes, there's no real fast way to get there. You just got to consistently put in the time. And the second thing is, and this principle is a little contradictory to what most people have been taught, but nevertheless, it's a fantastic principle, and I've used it myself in some of the businesses I've started and then my personal life too. So Donald Trump says, because Donald Trump's a shark, he's going out there and he's, ripping people's heads off and making money and making deals, right? So some people, they try to, screw him over or get in the way. So what he says is if anyone ever attempts to screw him over, he makes an effort to screw them back 10 times. So he doesn't just want to get revenge, he wants to get revenge 10 times what they try to do to him. He says he does it for a couple reasons. The first reason is it makes him feel good. So I don't know if you can think about a time when someone has, screwed you over, right, or tried to screw you over. And maybe you got revenge on them, or maybe you turned the other cheek. If you turned the other cheek and became, quote-unquote, the bigger person, did that make you feel good? Did it make you feel happy inside that you were being the bigger person and walking away and turning the other cheek? Probably not. We can be honest here, guys. Probably didn't make you feel too good, right? So what Donald Trump does is he screws the people back that try to screw him 10 times. A, because it makes them feel good. B, and this is even more important, it shows other people not to screw you over. So if someone tries to screw you over, other people are watching. And depending on how you react to that person will determine other people's actions. So if someone, so let's say someone, let's say that you're watching from a distance and someone tries to screw this guy over and the guy's a little bitch and he doesn't do anything about it and he just gets screwed over. Doesn't really fight back. He's kind of a bitch. We're going to call him a bitch, okay? And then a few months later, someone else tries to screw that same guy over and he just kind of takes it like a little bitch, all right? Well, what will happen is other people will watch and they'll say, well, shit, this person got away with it. This other person got away with it. I can get away with it. I'm just going to try to screw this guy over if the opportunity comes because A, I could, screw him over and take something from him or gain something, and B, he's not going to do anything. Now, we're going to imagine another situation. So if someone tries to screw over Donald Trump, he makes an effort to screw them back 10 times. He'll embarrass them. He will do things to make their life miserable and uncomfortable. He will blast them, right? If you go to his Twitter account, right, or you follow him on Facebook, he is not shy about being a dick and putting people in place that need to be put in place. Guess what? He's purposefully doing that, guys. When he does that, other people see it and they say, well, fuck. I don't want to try to fuck with this guy because if I do, he's going to make an effort to screw me over. If it's illegal, if he has any legal case, he's going to get his lawyers on me. That's going to cost me money and time and frustration. So I better not screw him over. And actually, by Donald Trump going after people that try to screw him over, he gets screwed over less. And he has less bullshit he has to deal with because it deters, it steers away all the other people that would potentially screw him over. So that's the other lesson I got from him. Fantastic books. If you're out there, I definitely recommend picking up some of the books, and sometimes you can find clips of stuff that he talks about on YouTube as well. My name is Aaron Goldstein. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I'm consistently putting updates out there of different books that I've read, different seminars that I've gone to, tips and tricks I've learned on how to make money, how to grow your income. I've started over a dozen businesses, so I have a lot of experience on, starting from scratch and making a whole lot of money in a very short period of time. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to be one of the first people that's notified when I put new content out there. My name is Aaron Goldstein, and I'm signing off.